Tanya. I was coming to share with you a simple meal that you can feed your family with. About 15 years ago, maybe 20 or so, my money was kind of tight. I didn't have a whole lot of money to go buy a lot of different stuff to eat, but I always keep chicken in the refrigerator or in the deep freezer, and I also have dressing most of the time on hand. So what I decided to do was combine the two, and this is what I came up with. So what I did was, what I'm doing now is I have some chicken parts in my crock pot. And by the way, I usually spray my crock pot before I put any kind of meat in there, just to keep it from sticking, because it will stick and it'll help with the cleanup as well.
Or you can buy those liners if you want to use the liners.
Yeah, you can buy those liners too. But I just go ahead and, I just spray, because we usually have the cooking spray on hand anyway. And the chicken I'm using is from the haul that I showed you earlier. And what I'm doing is, I call this ranch chicken because it's made with ranch dressing and ranch powder. So this,
I don't know what the quote's for, but anyway, whatever.
Because it's ranch. But now, just because I'm using ranch, you don't have to use ranch. Just so you know, it's whatever dressing that you like. You can use that dressing. I've tried different ones. I've tried Italian, French, blue cheese. Whatever dressing you like, you can do the same thing with the chicken.
Have you ever tried any dressing that you didn't like?
No, I can't think of one that I tried. Because I've been experimenting with stuff that I was like, let me put it this way. It's not that I didn't like it. It wasn't my favorite, if that makes sense.
And which one was that?
That was some kind of dressing that you had gotten one time before.
Oh, I buy whatever's on.
Right.
Whatever I can get a bargain on, that's why I buy.
Right.
I don't tell them what that was.
It looked like to me it was garlic parmesan or something like that. And it might have been just the brand, because there is a difference in taste from brand to brand. I'm not a brand hog, so I'm not partial to a particular brand, because my theory is, when you go to restaurants and eat and you order dressing, usually it's the house dressing they give you. So if I don't know what their dressing is, I don't worry too much about it when I go to the store. But that's my logic on it. But anyway, like I said, I have the chicken parts in here. And what I'm going to do now is, we like Slap Your Mama.
Slap your mama.
I put Slap Your Mama on everything. Vegetables, meat, everything. So I'm just going to put me some Slap Your Mama in here. As much as you want. I usually load it up. And just to give it that extra ranch flavor, which you don't have to do this, I'm going to put some ranch seasoning on it as well. And again, you put as much as or as little as you wish. I like ranch, so I'm putting a lot on there. Because I think if you buy the pack, this is the equivalent to the pack is like 3 teaspoons or tablespoons or something like that. Anyway, that's not enough for me. So I don't use that. And I'm using some ranch dressing. And if you look at the bottles, most bottles are like 16 ounces, which is 2 cups, which is what I have in here. So I have 2 cups of ranch dressing. Just pour it over the top. Let me move my arm so you can see. Put your lid on. I'm cooking this low since it's 11 o'clock. Well, 11:30. So by add 6 hours to that at 17:30. So by 5:30, this will be done.
So that's how many hours?
That's 6 hours. When you cooking stuff low, it's 6 to 8 hours. When you cook stuff on high, it's 4 to 6. Most of the time. But whatever recipe you're using, make sure you follow that recipe. I just do what I like as far as this goes. Because if I have a long day, then I just put it on low, let it cook all day.
And you're starting with frozen chicken.
And I'm starting with frozen chicken.
Okay.
So maybe I'll start on high. I'll cook it on high for the next 2 hours. And then I'll put it on low for another maybe 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
But either way, by 5 o'clock, this should be done. And also, halfway through, I will mix the chicken up or stir the chicken up, because what's on top, you want to get on the bottom so it can cook some too or get closer to the heat. Okay?
Okie dokie.
So that's a quick, easy way to fix a different type of chicken. And it's good. And I tell you something else too. This works with pork. So if you have like pork chops, it's good with pork chops as well. So, because I've done that as well.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. So I just want to thank you for checking in with us. And we will show you at the end of the day how it turned out.
Okie dokie.
Until then, you have a great day. Okay. As I said, here's the pot that I started around 11:30 this morning for my ranch chicken. Just gonna stir it up a little bit to make sure everything's covered. And of course, if you want to put less ranch in here, you can. But I just like my stuff to be drenched in, so I know that it will soak through the everything. Anyway, and once I plate my fix my plate, I will let you see what it looks like plated up. As promised, here's my plate. And just an FYI, I cooked that chicken for 5 hours on high. I did not go back and lower it. But anyway, this is my plate, and this is what I'm about ready to grub on. So y'all have a good evening.